Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Duke Blue Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
For the Duke Blue Devils, you might have known this school for basketball, but wait just a minute. Football is making some noise. Coming off an ACC championship game appearance last year and a title, they are primed to make another run. 6-2 in the league last season. Manny Diaz has his team ascending. Can they replace their quarterback? That's the big question as they get ready to kick things off here in Wallace Wade Stadium. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got him in the flat. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Nice move there. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hall. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Blasted as he lets it go. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Nicholas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
Makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll run it again. Got a little grass. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And we're talking Duke offense this year. It's going to start and end with Shepard at running back because this offense lost a lot of pieces. They lost their quarterback. They lost their best receiver, both to Miami. But Shepard stays, and so the identity for Manny Diaz, David, is going to be running the football and getting that established early this season.
And Shepard showed you, man. He showed you some really big flashes. And the running game went to a different level when they started to feature him more his first year in the program. So he's a guy that can hit the home runs. He can run downhill, be physical. So, yes, without the experience at quarterback, you better have the ground game going for Duke.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Pulls and fired complete.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They'll run the option. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. That's caught. It's Ship. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pulls it in down the sideline. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Timeout, Duke. That's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UNC! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go right back downfield. Flips it out on the screen. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
When you spread them out and you go sideline to sideline and you got 5 wide receivers, you took extra blockers and you took them out wide. So quarterbacks have to read the defense really quickly, get rid of the football, and the defense did a good job applying pressure and speeding that process up.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Edwards. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Handoff from the gun. There's some room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This time he wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Nicholas. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. The pick 6, he takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Under fire. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. No question possession, they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw again. Going over the top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
That's caught. It's Nicholas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Oh, he got loose. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Rush is on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.